everyone. This is Colleen Francis from Engage Selling. Thanks so much for joining me on today's Sales Leader Strategy. I came across some interesting research the other day from Gartner. We were talking about how clients engage. And what they found through their research is that when a client is buying a brand new solution, they prefer to do online research or offline research 71% of the time as their initial foray into the buying process. When they're replacing something, so they've got an existing solution they need to replace, 55% of them prefer engagement with you and I as their initial foray into that replacement. So let's talk about that first stat for a minute. The brand new solution. Many of you are in the marketplace of brand new solutions, bringing those to your customer. And in 71% of the cases, that's almost a full 3/4, your customers are doing research first. What does that mean to us as sellers? Well, it means we need to ramp up our marketing skills. We need to be ubiquitous and create critical mass influence in the marketplace, just as I talk about in my book, Right on the Money. We need to make sure that every single day we are posting ideas, best practices, case studies, news stories that support our solutions in the marketplace. We need to be asking questions and engaging with people online. So as they're doing their research, they see us first and foremost. What you want to create is an environment where they say, man, I gotta talk to you because I see you everywhere. You must be the best at this. You must have other clients like us who have these problems that you can solve. And so they come to you first. Now, on the engagement side, for those of you who are in the replacement business, meaning you're selling to a well-established marketplace, probably well-established products, and you're trying to replace those, 55% of your customers prefer direct engagement. So how do we do that? Well, that can be done through direct email, direct outreach on LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Pinterest or whatever social media platform you're selling on. It could also be done by phone call. It could be done through engaging with your customers on a walk-in basis if they're allowing people to come in the door. But also keep in mind that 55% is getting close to half, right? A full 45% of those customers are still using research as their primary or preferred mode of learning about replacement solutions. And I wouldn't suggest that you ignore those. And in those cases, I do think that you still need to follow the practices of the new products and commit to a strategy of critical mass influence. Because as those numbers get closer to 50-50, we may see that shift, and I don't want you to be caught unaware. So use those stats to your advantage and meet the customer where they're at, and you will sell more and be right on the money in no time. Thanks so much for joining me on today's Sales Leader Strategy. For more discussions on topics just like this, visit us now at engageselling.com.